Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Hopefully my fan is not too loud, but it is like 10,000 degrees outside, and if I turn the air conditioning on, you're definitely going to hear that. But this week's video, I'm travelling again to compete. So we're going interstate, or technically inter-territory, because we're going to the ACT Canberra for their state championships. There's many reasons why we target this competition annually. Firstly, for sprinters, the Canberra track is known to be one of the fastest in Australia. So if you want to run a really fast time, you do tend to head to Canberra. The other major reason is that these championships sort of kick off the start of the championship season. So Canberra usually have theirs first, and everyone sort of goes there, and then many of the states kind of have clashes, but Canberra sits out on its own at the start. So that means that you not only get an opportunity to run a really fast time, but you do get an opportunity to run against potentially the same field that you'll be running at nationals. Travelling is vastly different. In Australia, the borders are open. Well, not the borders, the state borders are open. We can travel freely. The government has mandated that we do need to wear a mask in the terminal and on the plane. I also took the unusual step. Traditionally, I would fly down the night before and have the day there leading into competition, but the meet was quite late in the evening, so my event wasn't until 7:30 at night, and I felt that there was no real benefit to flying down the night before and then basically just sitting in my hotel room all day. So I hopped on the first flight on Friday morning and got down there just before lunch, and so I had plenty of time to check into my hotel and then just chill out before I needed to go out to the track and run. Leading into this event, I've had a bunch of lead-up races. My hurdles haven't been going well, and we really sat down and sort of pulled that apart. And what we discovered was, a couple of years ago, I actually tore my hamstring, and I was told that I would never ever get strength in that hamstring again. And that was also the hamstring that I tore was the leg that I lead with to hurdle. So we had made the decision to switch lead legs, and I used to lead with my left lead leg. And that obviously works well when you're running counterclockwise because you're sort of leaning that way. But now I was using the right leg, and that's not great. Like angles wise, you're sort of moving to the left, but you're trying to hurdle the right leg. It does not work. Anyway, since then I have successfully managed to rehab that leg. And so this will be the first meet that I will go back to using what was traditionally my dominant lead leg, the left, and not the right. So we think that that should make a massive difference. It's just ergonomically better to run that way. I will still get right legs. The very nature of 400 hurdles is that you do have to be ambidextrous, but it certainly helps to get maybe the first two on the left leg because you're running around a bend that's heading to the left. Hey guys, so it's Sunday morning. I've just checked out of the hotel. I'm just thinking I've been up since 5 a.m. It's like 10 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock now. Because I was up at 5 a.m., which is 4 a.m. Queensland time. I didn't have to check out till 11, but my hire car is due back at 11 and my flight is at 12:20. So I checked out about 9:30, and what I've done is I've come out to it would be the equivalent of a DFO in Queensland. I think they call it a factory outlet homemaker store here, and it's just down the road from the airport, and I'm just going to have a wander around and get something to eat. It was just the closest shopping centre that I could find to the airport without being too far away. Just quickly, I'm happy with how I've raced. I'm not super happy with the times, but actually, I've basically run the same time for the 400 3 times now. My 3 races have all basically been the same time. And the 4 hurdles was faster than my first 2 races of the season, but not what I'm wanting yet. But having said that, we have switched the hurdle leg back, which has made... Sorry, I've just realised the headlights are on, so I'm going to turn them off. Which has made such a difference. And once I definitely get into the flow of that, the faster times are going to come, because the race on Friday did feel really, really good. So it's been a worthwhile trip. Anything that I would change about this would be I wouldn't stay at the hotel I stayed at. It has since changed owners since I was last here, and they've renovated it. And yeah, they used to have like a spa and sauna place, and it's still up on the website, but they've actually taken it out. I didn't know if you'd be able to use it in any way because of COVID, but it was a bit disappointing to find out that they'd just removed it altogether and have basically still advertised it on their website. That was a bit frustrating. Also, I hired a car just because I would take taxis or public transport, but Canberra kind of gets a little bit dead after hours out where the AIS track is, so it was just better to hire a car for my safety. It probably worked out about the same of what getting taxis would have cost me. I've been really nervous about it all weekend because I didn't take the excess reduction, because basically what I paid to hire the car is what they wanted for the excess reduction. So I was like, I'm not doubling the car hire when I think I can keep it safe. But just on that, because I did have the hire car, I told the hotel that I had a vehicle, and yeah, there was no reserve spot or anything like that. There was only a certain number of spots, and they were supposed to be for hotel guests only. But on Saturday night, there's an overflow car park that's a little bit more accessible to the public, and I had to park in there, and I was really not happy about that. Particularly, I was just not happy about it. And so I think next time I'd probably try and find a different hotel that was a little bit quieter, because that one was really loud. Maybe had at least a pool so that I could do something of an ice bath, because I only had a shower in my room, so I couldn't even go and buy some ice and do an ice bath. But also somewhere where you had assigned parking, because it was just really annoying. The first night it wasn't as busy, but all these people had parked really poorly, and it was a very tight car park, so I couldn't even get into the park. It took me a good 20 minutes of getting in, and I actually got lucky a big vehicle left, and so I just swooped around and got their park. But yeah, so I'd probably do that next time. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to going home, and yeah, like I said, chatting with Russ, and then just working towards running faster times now that I'm kind of back into the swing of things.